this is Stampy, and welcome to Let's Play on Splatoon 2. Today we are going to be jumping in to do some more Turf War, but first we are going shopping! I have been playing a bunch, I have been trying to get a bunch of coins and leveling up, which means I'm going to be able to get some fresh new gear to be able to check out in this episode. And the first thing I'm going to focus on is the weapons. I wanted to get a bunch of new weapons, just so I can go and try them out. 'Cause at the moment, I've really only used the Splat Shot and the Splat Shot Junior, but as you can see, there's a pretty cool selection of weapons. You can kind of see them down below. A lot of the really cool looking ones are also really expensive. So I think I might just buy a whole bunch of different guns and then just go and test them out rather than going and buying a bunch of hats and shoes and stuff, which is important. It's important because they don't just look good, they give you a bunch of boosts as well. And Sheldon doesn't half talk. I didn't speed that up in the video. You can just speed it up in the game, but still, he takes his time, doesn't he? What we got here? We got an Aero Spray MG. It's all cool and like silver looking. And that's going to give us the curling bomb launcher. I never really liked that special too much. What's this thing? The N-Zap. It's like the old classic like NES Zap gun, isn't it? And that gives me the ink armor. Let's try out this thing then. Let's go and check out this thing. Is it going to be good at all? It seems to be a really fast one. With okay range. It seems just to be all about speed. We have the Splash Shot Pro, the blaster, and then we have like the splosher. Oh, what about the heavy splatting with the Stingray special? Don't even know what that is, but I'll buy it. Let's equip that for now then. Let's maybe go in with that one first. But we can get some other things. Let's get the slosher, which is basically a bucket. So let's equip that. We don't need it for now, but we can maybe use that a little bit later on. And then anything else? Let's go and get the Aero Spray MG as well, just because it looks cool. It just looks really fancy. So we don't need to equip it right now. And then maybe one of these. What about I mean, this one's really expensive, so it's got to be good. And we've got the Ink Storm as well. Oh, it's got really good range as well. So it's one of the splatter shot weapons. So let's go and buy that. Oh, can I not afford it? Is it too expensive? Oh, no. There we go. I can't afford it. Don't need to equip it now. So there we go. That will be a healthy selection of weapons. I don't know if we're going to be even able to get through them all today. But yeah, we just switch things around a little bit for a bit of variety. I'm trying to time the video as well so that I can basically try out a bunch of different maps. So if you don't know, it's every 2 hours. I think I said previously it was every hour, but I was wrong. It's every 2 hours. It switches around the levels which you're playing in. And so there's 2 levels which we can play now. One was the Reef, and then the other one was the dockyard one, I think it was. The shipyard, yeah. And I love the Reef. The Reef is amazing. Shipyard's okay. The Reef, though, is probably one of my favorite maps in the entire game. So hopefully we'll get a game on that. But then it's going to switch around to 2 different maps, including one map which I have never, ever played before. I can't remember the exact name. It's the main stage one. It's kind of the rock concert one. Actually, I think I might have played it once before. I think I might have played it once, maybe. But it's one of the maps I haven't played very much. I'm looking forward to playing that. But first, yeah, as I said, playing on the Reef, one of the first ever levels that I've played on. And it's going to be a good place to test out this brand new weapon, which I've never used before. And oh, what's going on? Okay. So it looks like I hold down and charge it up. And then when I let go, it fires. So I hold down now. Now, I'm not holding the button at all. It just keeps on firing. So I guess you need to spend a while to charge it up and then go and attack enemies, which means you're going to have to really guess when the enemies are going to be approaching. But look at the range. The range is pretty spectacular on this thing. And I'm getting surrounded. Hopefully I can take them out. I took out one. It's going to be hard for me to get this guy because I need to charge up. I charged up a lot. I need to kind of cover the ground a bit there because otherwise I'm going to get taken out by that. Once again, I need to charge up. And can I get them? There we go. Luckily, they were pretty slow to react as well. And I now have my special, which is the big hose one, which is it's an okay special. Probably not one of the best ones in the game. In certain situations, it can be really good, but you just turn so slow. Sometimes you can kind of end up getting caught out when you're using it, which can not end very well. And luckily, I was already charging, and I was able to take out that person. I think there's someone else around the corner here. I guess a lot of the time, you want to walk around with it charged, which is a bit annoying because it means that that you can't really go around in your Eeks like form very much. And there we go. That was a perfect example of why my special can be a little bit dangerous, just because while you're using it, you're a little bit stuck, motionless, and there's not very much that you can do. I've also learned the controls a bit better. I do know how to teleport to my players. You may remember I was struggling with that in the last episode. I got to level 10 as well, which means I am ready to do some ranked battles, which I've been a little bit too scared to actually try, but maybe I could give that a go in the future. I don't know how different the actual gameplay is. I just think it just means that, I don't know, maybe you unlock different things, or I guess there's just going to be better players in the ranked battle, so maybe I should wait a little bit longer before I go and try and face that. There's someone down there. The range on this thing is crazy good. Like, the only thing is badder is if you kind of get ambushed and someone sneaks up on you and you're not ready. That's when it's going to be really dangerous. Like, in these kind of close quarters situations, if they get close, it's really tricky to take them out that way. But if you know they're there, or you can see them from far away, there's not much they can do. Like, can I get that guy? Look at that guy. He was miles away. That is ridiculous range. I was able to take out that person. I have my special once again. So let's maybe kind of back off up to the top here. I know they're all going to be spawning up at the top in this direction somewhere. So let's kind of aim the hose in that direction. But yeah, I just turn it so slowly. It's really tricky to do anything. I really don't like that special move. So it might be worth getting a version of this gun without that special move, because they are kind of attached to the gun. But in terms of the gun itself, I like this. I'm doing pretty well with this weapon, aren't I? Like, I don't think I'm against the best Splatoon players in the world. Sorry if anyone in the game is watching this, but I think that if I was against a bunch of people with splat rollers that were really kind of sneaking up behind me and kind of taking me out before I could spot them, I think that could have ended very differently compared to how it did. But that was good. A convincing victory for my first game of the day. Definitely a weapon I think I'm going to try using a little bit more in the future. I was able to get 11 splats, and I don't think I was taken out once then either, to be fair. So not too bad for me there. But right then, let's back out. And let's go and try out one of the other weapons then, shall we? Luckily, it's quitting the game and joining a new game is pretty easy. I wish they just made it so I could just change my weapon, like, in that menu. I think I could have done it in that menu. I don't think I needed to back out all the way here, but it's still a little bit annoying. So I think if I just go into... let's just go into the weapon shop. I don't know which one it is. I just kind of go into any shop and then just skip through them is the way I do it. But yeah, I just wish, like, while you're searching for a game or something... And oh, this isn't even a shop. This is to play local player. I can't do that because I haven't got any friends. I'm home alone right now, so I've got no one to play with. I'm going to have to keep playing online. And what's that picture? They just did a fly. It almost looks like a neon cat, but like a neon sheep, that picture almost looked like. All right, yeah, so let's go in here. And which weapon shall we try out next then? So, as I said, I'm not going to worry too much about the outfits for now, but let's go and try out... Oh, these ones are all locked. Oh, this is just how I buy them. I need to go to equip them. I think I just need to do it from... Oh, here we go. I think I can do it from this menu here. Let's try the slosher, because this slosher seems really unique. Let's give that one a go. It's got the octo missiles as well, and I really do like that special ability. So if this slosh is good, then this might be kind of one of the best combinations that I have. So it literally just seems like a big bucket that you go to use to pour ink over everyone, which seems pretty awesome, to be fair. So let's kind of head in the video until I'm ready to start my next game. Okay, then looks like we're playing on the Reef again. Normally I don't like playing on the same level too many times in a row, but as I said, I really like the Reef, and it's going to be exciting because I'm trying out a brand new weapon as well. A lot of people seem to like that silver weapon, so can I charge it up or anything? It looks like all I do is just fling out the ink like that. What happens if I jump? I seem to do it a little bit further when I jump compared to doing it on the ground. I can do it really fast. So I was thinking it might be a little bit too similar to the splat roller. The big difference seems to be the speed in which I can do it. It looks like someone on their team has snuck around underneath here. Or maybe they've just fired down from the top, actually. Let's kind of stay back a little bit because my special's about to be ready. And I think they're using the weapon that I had last time. So yeah, let's back off a little bit and see if I can get to a safe distance and maybe use my special. So let's see if I can get at least least 2 of them grouped in. There we go. Tenta missiles away. Hopefully that's going to get one of them. There we go. I was able to splat someone. It seems okay at covering the ground. Not quite as good as the splat roller, but you can really just kind of keep non-stop splatting, and you can splat quite a lot before you need to go back into the ink as well, which is always very important because it's not about like how much you can do instantly. The fact that you don't need to reload so much is very handy. And then there we go. That person put down the sprinkler, but I took it out immediately. But sadly, I got shot. They're using that weapon. They're using the heavy splatting, aren't they? That's the thing that I used before, and I found that really useful as well. I'm not having the same success for the slosher, but it seems to be much more of a unique weapon. It's not just like a different gun. It's kind of a whole own thing. But it seems like you need to pour ink on them a few times before you take them out. I was able to take out 2 people pretty quick then, but yeah, I think it's not a bad weapon. I think there's just some weapons that are kind of in your style and some that aren't. And I think I'm much more in the style of kind of the more normal guns rather than these kind of speciality ones. Like when I look for my dream Splatoon weapon, the Splatoon weapon that I'd like to have sunset walks with along the promenade. What I'm looking for in my dream Splatoon weapon is something that can be used in lots of different scenarios. So something that no matter what situation I'm in, I can do okay. Like it might not be the best in every situation, but I'm never going to feel like, oh, I had no chance just because I had this stupid weapon. And I don't think that's what this slosher is. I think this is going to be really, really good in certain situations, but in other situations, like when my aim is awful like that, it won't be quite as good. But do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want a jack of all trades. I want something that is what I want actually. I want something which is okay at everything, but maybe not amazing at anything. That's kind of what I look for in a weapon, which means that no matter what situation I get into, I feel like I at least have a chance to be able to get out of it. But it's fun. I won't lie. Just constantly scooping up ink is just really, really satisfying. It's really fun to cover just the ground in this as well. I kind of have been enjoying that more than actually trying to splat the other players. Let's see if we can get a little bit of ink up the top there just to cover any tiny little final sections. But that was pretty dominant. I reckon we might be up to about 70% or something, which in Splatoon is kind of crazy. Look at that! Basically, the only section they have is their spawn, which we couldn't even get to. Nearly 70%, 68.4% in our favor. And look at me spinning my slosher around and then going to sit on it. Right then, let's keep up the experimenting then, shall we? Let's go and try out a different weapon. And we're also at the time when the levels are going to switch around as well. So maybe I could wait back a little bit until I can, go and try out one of the other levels. But let's choose which weapon I'm going to use then. So I think if I just press the plus button now, there we go. I can go and switch things around immediately. Let's try the NZAP 85. And I think it's called 85 because that's when it was originally released in 1985, a very long time ago. And it just looks just like it as well. It looks absolutely awesome. So really rapid fire, not much damage, not much range. So we'll see how this goes. So once again, I'm going to cut ahead in a video until I've been able to get into another game. Hello and welcome back. This is the Starfish main stage, which is the level I was talking about, the one that I don't think I've ever played this one. I don't know, I do kind of lose track of it a little bit. I don't recognize this one for sure, so even if I have, I don't recognize it. And we are using the NZAP 85. We waited until the new maps were available. I bought a little bit more gear as well, just while I was waiting. I thought I might as well do a little bit of shopping, so I got a new t-shirt. So if you don't know how it works, basically, the gear you have looks cool, makes you look fresh, as the game likes to say, and also it has some attributes that might make you move faster, or take less damage when going through the enemy's ink, and make your ink recharge quicker, like a bunch of useful things like that you want to have. But then there's also other ones that you'll be able to unlock later on. And what have I got? I think I've got the shield. And what weapon are they using? Oh, that's their special. Oh, I should have used my special back or something. I thought that was just their weapon then. I thought they just had like a Inkzooka or something. There's got to be a weapon like that in this game though. So first impressions of this gun reminds me a little bit of the Splatshot Junior, which isn't much of a compliment because that weapon is pretty awful. The first weapon you start off using, it's not the best. I recommend switching away as soon as you can if you're still using the Splatshot Junior. And this game seems a little bit like it. I haven't actually really shot anyone with it, so I can't really see how much damage it does yet. But let's go and get the armor, which did absolutely nothing because I got taken out immediately. I don't know the level. I really don't know the level, and that's kind of making things a little bit harder. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses. I mean, I am making excuses. Let's let's get the facts straight here. Let's try and get up to the top up here. No one seems to be going up here yet. There's a bunch of area. It looks like we might be able to splat up here. Yeah, this can all be splatted, which is jolly good. Our teammates there desperately asking for help, and I am happy to oblige. So let's go and try and push the enemy team back a bit. I haven't taken anyone out yet, but we're doing a pretty good job of covering the area. They kind of covered, well, they kind of pushed really far forward, but there's all these like little gaps around here that they just simply hadn't covered yet. I just don't have much range. I really have to get very close to the enemies like that before I can do anything against them. So I need to bear that in mind after using some more longer range weapons. And there's someone down underneath me in here somewhere. I know they're hiding in that ink down there somewhere. I do have my ink armor, so if I need to, I can pop that on, and then I can go and hopefully try and deal with some of these players. I did some okay damage against that one. There we go. That's that one taken out. And this one has the slosher, so I want to be very careful. I don't want to be sloshed. And there we go. I wasn't sloshed. I was able to take them out. And we're getting right down to the end of the game, actually. This game has gone really, really fast, hasn't it? I was trying to do some last-minute covering. We've really turned things around, though, compared to the beginning. So let's go and fly straight in. Are we ready to respawn? Yes, we are. Let's launch up into the sky. We still have them pushed back. What we need to be really careful for now is just to make sure no one flanks around on their side and does a bunch of damage or a bunch of ink spreading down there. So let's just go and try and take them out as soon as we see them coming out of the spawn. Oh, there's another one there. There's another one here. Oh, nope. I was taken out. I think we've done enough, though. Looking at the map, I think we've done enough to be able to win the round. That was one of the games where I feel like we didn't win because of me, but I don't think we made it so we lost either. So that was a pretty average game, I would say, overall. Not too good, not too bad. I haven't come up with an opinion on the NZAP 85 yet. I don't think it's the best. Or at least I don't think it's my favorite. Oh, there's someone on the enemy team using it as well. And they did the best on their team. So maybe I was just using it wrong. I'm going to give it a go, though. I'm going to stick with it. Let's go and have another game with the NZAP 85. And see if I'll be able to do a little bit better. I mean, we won. There's not really much more you can ask for. Like, as long as you win, then that can't be too bad, can it? Something I haven't really mentioned too much is you can play around with all of the music in the menu. If you listen, I can kind of go and make it go a little bit crazy. Basically, if you just press all the buttons and move the analog sticks around, it can like speed it up and make it lower and make it go like... Just press different buttons and it just makes it sing in different way. It's just a nice way to keep yourself entertained while you're in the menu. Right then, looks like we're going for Port Mackerel. A pretty okay level, this one. I'd say it's about in the middle out of all of the different levels. It's very simple. A very simple level, which is sometimes good. It often ends up in being like a big brawl in the center. I like the moving forklift things. One of the things that's a little bit weird is you can move right into the enemy team's spawn. So if you have one team which is way better than the enemy team, sometimes it can be a really bad map to play because you can literally be stuck. So as you're spawning, there's someone splatting you in the face, which is, of course, not the best thing to happen to you in the world. A lot of the other levels, they make it so you can't do that. And oh no, that was bad. That was bad. I shouldn't have faced them. They were using a blaster. Maybe I should be using a blaster. It certainly seemed to do better than my weapon. That was just my mistake. That's the thing with continually switching weapons. You can't just switch weapons and then kind of play the same way that you had been playing. You have to kind of change the way you're playing at the same time, because I shouldn't have taken out that guy. I shouldn't have even tried to face them because, yeah, I simply didn't have the range on my weapon to be able to take them out. I need to be playing the way I am now, kind of getting in close, doing some ambushing where I can, and making sure I'm in the right range to be able to take them out. I do a pretty good job of covering the floor as well, so I can kind of take that as some of my responsibility as well. Try and cover as much of the ground here as we can. But right, let's see if we can maybe ambush someone. I'm not very stealthy now. I'm kind of with too many of my teammates. There's someone pushing around here, though, and there we go. That's exactly the kind of way you want to play. You see how I stay down in my ink form, my squid form, then I pop up as the inkling and be able to take them out. That is exactly the way you want to play with this kind of weapon, and there we go. I did the exact same thing again. I take them out so fast when I do that. If I'm really close, like right up in their face, there's really not much they can do against me. So that definitely seems to be the most effective way. This thing is pushing into me, though. I'm going to have to go up to the top here. There's always this ground up here. No one ever covers this ground up here, and I don't know why. I can kind of do the opposite now. I can kind of jump down and ambush this person. Oh, there was another one, though. There's another one that popped up with the Splat Jewelies. The Splat Jewelies are a little bit similar. I think I kind of prefer them a bit more because you can kind of just spray a little bit more and kind of do more damage all over them. the place with the splat jewelies. And you have the roll as well with the splat jewelies, which is just another little trick in your arsenal that can help you out. I know I might be able to take out this flying person if I can. Or I think they just got launched back. Let's go and back off a little bit. I don't know who's sneaking up on me. It looks like there's quite a few people over there. And let's see if we can get in close and take out this person with the blaster if we can. I know they're around us somewhere. Oh, they got a direct blast onto me there. Oh no, it's the splat jewelies person. I was teamed up on an oh no, someone's pushed up right into our spawn. We had been doing really, really well this whole game, but in the last few seconds, it's already kind of gone to pot. And oh no, I got blasted by Jack. So that weapon seems to be a little bit of like an all or nothing weapon, because if he missed me there, I would have definitely been able to take him out, but he got a direct hit and was able to take me out. So it's kind of like a high risk, high reward. But if your aim is good and true, then it could definitely work out good for you. But anyway, let's just go and try and cover up as much ink at the end. And I have no idea. I have no idea who won this one. We're going to have to wait and see at the end of the game. There's always the most exciting time. It's always most exciting when you don't know. And I still don't know. It's going to be close. Who won? Who was the winner? It was us. Oh, by quite a decent amount, actually. That's more than what I expected. Just by looking at the map, it was quite hard to tell. And it's always good to win because you get a bunch of bonuses. And oh, look at that. I was the best player in the game there. I did not expect that with my little NZAP 85 to be the best player. Tell you what, let's do one more round, one more game. But I'm going to go back to the weapon that I used in the first round because that has definitely been my favorite out of all of the ones that I've used so far. So what was it called? I always just forget the names. I forget the names of everything. Have you noticed that? If you watched my videos for a while, I'm not just talking about Splatoon or any game in particular. I just always forget the name of everything. But this is the Heavy Splatling. Okay, that's what it's called. Pretty epic name for a pretty epic gun. Just look at the huge drum that is tied to it. It's just like a giant like bottle from a water cooler or something, just filled with ink, so I can just go and splat it everywhere. And I think if I can slow down the pace of the game, like I literally need to play in the opposite way to how I was playing that game. So in that game, I was getting in close, I was sneaking in as a squid, popping up, doing damage, and then, going straight back down into a squid. This way, I need to do the opposite. I need to stay back. I need to make sure I can see the enemies long before they see me, and I just need to not get close to anyone, because if I do, they are probably going to be able to take me out. Looking at the selection of weapons they have, yeah, there's a lot of splat jewelies, which might cause me a little bit of trouble in this round, but we see how this goes. I think it's okay for covering the ink as well. It's not the best because you move really slowly when you're firing it, and then you got to charge it up again. I think it's mainly to do damage rather than to kind of cover the ground, this one. So that's going to be what my main focus is, and I'm going to try and stay on the high ground as much as I can. So maybe let's go and try and jump back up to this area. This was really when the last time we played on this map, when it really turned around, is when I went up to this top section here. It worked out really well for me, didn't it? So maybe kind of hanging out in this area is going to be a good idea. I have my special ready as well, so maybe I could go and use that now and maybe take out some of these guys. Oh, I nearly got that person. I really don't like this special. I kind of prefer my normal gun over this gun, if I'm honest. It's just so hard to aim just because you turn it so slowly. It's really hard to do any proper damage, but we seem to be doing a pretty good job of pushing them all back. I'm really just trying to cover the ground right now. I can't see anyone, but I'm doing an okay job of what I said about, where I'm trying to see them before they see me, and I'm staying really far back. I don't do loads of damage with this weapon. I really need to stay aiming on them for a while, especially when it's long range, because the ink does kind of spread out quite a while, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But here we go. There's a lot of them pushed in now. I have a chance to splat a lot of these guys. I don't even need to, though. My team are doing a mighty fine job taking them all out by themselves. If this person pushes up here at all, they're going to get splattered. But look at that range. I'm covering all of the ground down there, and I'm nowhere near them. We are absolutely destroying right now. Once again, though, I have my special ready. There's people kind of going up on the high ground out there, and they're going to be the bigger danger to me rather than anyone down here, I believe. I want to keep an eye on them. I don't want that person to be able to sneak around the outside and do some damage, and that is exactly what they were trying to do. I am glad I went and took the time to go back here and was able to spot them. Once again, though, it looks like my team are doing a mighty fine job taking out all of the people here, and we can kind of just keep them all really back at range. There's not much they can do against me up here. I can just shoot so much further than all of they can with all their little splat jewelies, and I can stay up here and take them all out. This one did sneak around the outside. You've got to be careful of those flankers going around the side, and there's one at the top up here. I could maybe use the hose to take some of these people out. I just don't like this weapon. weapon. Like, I literally think I would rather not use it rather than use it. I'd rather use my normal weapon. And that's the big downside. Maybe I'm going to need to buy another version of this weapon. But get one where I don't have that special, because that might be important. Quick check of the map is always important to make sure no one has been able to sneak around. I was able to just about take out that person, and then these people, they got no chance. They got like 15 seconds left. We are dominating in my final round, and I would like it no other way. No one's flanking. Oh, someone has snuck around the back here. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's just go and cover up some of the work that they've done. I don't even need to take them out. I can just kind of cover up some of the ink, and another convincing victory, this time for the good guys, the pink team. So that is going to be my final round of today's video. A lot of fun playing around with some of the other weapons. There's loads of different weapons that you can play with in the future. I need to level up a little bit more until I can actually use them. But even then, there's a bunch more that I haven't used yet. So tell you what, how about in the next episode? Oh, I unlocked an ability. I unlocked that one. Yay, don't know what it is, but jolly good anyway. So yeah, how about in the next episode, I go and try and do a ranked game. I've not done that yet. I don't know how different it's going to be. It's on different maps, like at the same time as these. And tower control mode. That is something that I've not played before either. So yeah, we can go and give some of the other game modes a whirl as well. But sadly, that is the end of this episode here. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I'll leave a link down in the description to the next episode. There's the playlist down there as well to watch all of my Splatoon 2 videos if you want even more. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!